like it. I think I like it. Yes. I think I like it. Yes, yes. I think I like it. Yes, yes. I think I like it. Like it, 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 I think I like it. I think I like it.
Turn the microphone on. Hey, guys, and welcome to Monetize with Meta, the podcast. I'm your host, Arts and Styles by Domi, aka Dominique Nash. Hey, how are you guys doing? I have some great news to share with each and every one of you guys. First of all, I want to say thank you. Thank you guys for helping me get in contact with Fashionnova by just truly supporting and tagging them. It really made a difference. I got some great news, y'all. Woo! So we're going to dive into it. I have it pulled up here. First, when all of you guys, which was so overwhelming for me, I just really appreciate the support. When they did reach out, the first thing immediately, they wanted to apologize for all of the miscommunication and being tricked. Looking beautiful as ever. Hey, Mary. I need to learn how to pronounce your name. I think it's Mariella. I'm sorry. If I say it wrong, I do not mean any offense. But hey, welcome. I'm so glad that you're here. Thank you for always truly being a support to the podcast. We really do appreciate it. Also, we are live on Instagram. Hey, Instagram family. Thank you guys. And we're live on Instagram also because you guys made a tremendous difference in me reaching out. Well, Fashionnova reaching out to me. So I wanted to go live on Instagram as well because Mariella, got it. Thank you, Mariella, and tell your daughter thank you. I really appreciate the compliment. Love the purple. I got this suit. This suit was complimentary. Meta did give me a gift card to explore a partnership with Amazon. So I got this suit and I did a review on it, but we'll talk about that later. Let's get into it. I want to show you guys what their response was when it came to the issue with Fashionnova. Let's see if this is the right one. Y'all can't see that, can y'all? Okay, let's do this one. So they responded, and this is actually legit from Fashionnova's headquarters. Thank you so much for your interest in Fashionnova opportunities. Only trust emails if they come from one of our email domains. And this is important for all of you guys who reached out to me and said that this had happened to you too. This is the reason why I wanted to tag them, because obviously whoever is doing this scam really knows how their system is set up. When I tell you, when I did my research on their website versus what was on the email, everything was copied. So this is important for us to know as content creators. So any email in regards to an influencer, collaboration, or partnership will either read at fashionnova.com, novabeauty.com, or mavenbeauty.com. Those are the only 3 domains that they use when it comes to the emails that they send. Additionally, please be aware that Fashionnova will never ask for any money regarding a collaboration or partnership. So they are not like the ambassadors. A lot of brand ambassador partnerships want you to make some type of purchase. That's what I was talking about last week on the podcast. It's not unfamiliar to me to have to pay anything to get something, because that's what they do when you are a brand ambassador. But when it comes to Fashionnova, they don't do that. They said that they will do a collaboration partnership. Most of the influencers are recruited via application. So after this live ends, if you are interested in applying, because they are looking, they told me to apply. They are looking for influencers who predominantly do a lot of fashion. Arts and Styles by Domi LLC is one of my business pages. That is the oldest one that I established 8 years ago. We reached our 8-year anniversary this year. And I've been fashion blogging for a while. Any type of beauty. It can be hair, nails, skincare, and fashion. I've been fashion blogging for a long, long time. So being able to solidify something like that for this page and this brand that I've created is going to be amazing. I would encourage you guys to also reach out to them and see what they can do for you. Now, since we got that out the way, I'm so excited to share that with y'all. You hear me? Oh, thank you. Purple is my favorite color. It's my favorite. I love you too. Mwah. I'm just so happy to be able to have some type of resolution for that. I'm so happy that they actually did reach back out to me, because that was a huge concern of mine. I didn't know if I actually was tricked by them or, someone else. So there is a resolution to it. I just really appreciate the love and support of you guys tagging them to help me. I really appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Now, next topic. Y'all ready? Okay. Next topic. There will be a summit held by Facebook for creators. This one is going to happen on, I believe they said it's in May. If you need this information, make sure you inbox me after we're done with the podcast so I can email it to you. But it will talk about the importance of reels and how and why use reels. I will tell you, I tell all my clients that I see on a day-to-day basis that it's very important for your brand to use reels. It is very important for your brand. And please don't say you ain't got no brand or no business, because what's the motto, y'all? I am my business. I am my brand. You are the face of your brand. You are your business. So you need to be able to understand the tools that we have or how to utilize them to further your brand's reach. Any type of collaboration or partnership is going to help you extend your reach as a brand and a business. Yes, please message me so I can send this to you. This is going to be a game changer because it is backed by Meta and they really want to share the true benefits of Reels. I know the benefits. I've been able to build my clients' brand pages up so quickly by utilizing the Reel system. So I always would recommend anybody who is really serious about their brand and about their business to always utilize Reels. Now, we're gonna sit that over onto the side. Now, there's some new things that I do want you guys to be aware of that I have noticed when it comes to Meta. So last week, I told you guys that I was on restriction and I did not know why. It's still true. I did an appeal. They emailed me, told me that they stand on the restriction. But then 2 days later, I was able to go back in and request another review because they did not tell me exactly what it is that I did. And they couldn't attach it to any of the new policies. So when I submitted the second review, I got the same email telling me that they're going to stand on their decision to keep me in restriction. But when I went to go check my monetization under the professional dashboard, all my stuff was back. So I think that we are in the midst of them really cracking down on a lot of their policies, especially the community standards. And when it comes to the partner monetizational policies and the content monetizational policies. So there's 3 policies that they are now holding us accountable for on the platform. Now, I just got the monetizational back. And then yesterday, my husband shared, because I'm his social media manager over his photography business. And he shared a post from a local company that we were hired by before to advertise their brand. They are a dispensary and not even showing any of their products. One of their events coming up this week was like a concert. So he shared it in the photography business story. I lost monetization again from being his social media manager over him sharing that post, even though they told me it was a warning. It said, "This is a warning. Do you agree with our decision?" I said yes. It was a story that's going to disappear in 24 hours anyway, but that's what we're dealing with on the platform currently. Everything is really cracking down. So we have to be vigilant on how we're advertising products, how we're partnering with companies, what we're posting. Even Nicole from Crystals, Diamonds, and Pearls, my client, she lost her monetization for like an hour over sharing a post that was already typed up and already online. She did a remix with it. It was from food. You know, the word people, they say it's like the P word. Once she shared it and they had their tag down there, it immediately reprimanded her account for sharing that because of that one word, that 4-letter word that starts with a P and ends with the N. So strict. I don't know if if they're using an AI to reprimand us and scan through things that we share, but whatever it is that they're adjusting, it's really causing us to lose monetization and get restricted quickly. I mean, quicker than ever. And I was surprised when it came to my husband's because It's his page. I'm literally just social media manager over it, but my account was reprimanded even though they told me they just gave me a warning. That's the type of restrictions that we're dealing with, and I think that it's coming from an AI and not a person. So I think that that's very interesting to know that even though you get restricted, make sure that you submit some type of appeal and find out what exactly it is that you did so you can delete it, and then you'll be able to gain the monetization back. Now we have some comments in here. Angela said they need to bring back the Reels bonus. I agree, but the problem that we faced when it came to the Reels Play bonus program is that people wanted to get that money so bad that they were creating accounts and stealing other content creators' content and trying to get paid for it. So because of their bad behavior, now we have lost out on that opportunity. Now we have to be creative when we present our product, meaning you strategize your content. You need to write out your content to make sure that it flows. Make sure that you follow the principles that I'm always preaching. 15 seconds or less, people, especially if you're trying to push a product. Okay, 15 seconds or less. But you also need to make sure that when you're pushing it, that you are telling your community to support you by sending stars. That part of monetization, if we're not using it properly, that can be taken away also. If your account is not bringing in any revenue for yourself, how are you going to be able to solidify any type of revenue that comes from partnerships? So getting creative. How do you guys tell your community that you need them to support you by sending stars? Let me know in the chat, because this is important. You need to brainstorm different ways and ideas. I will tell you, for me, I shout out and give a lot of pages that do send, or profiles that do send me stars. I like to shout them out and give them a lot of shine because they didn't have to send the stars. They just didn't have to. But a lot of people don't understand what they're sending stars for. So maybe going back in the under professional dashboard and go to monetization, when you hit stars, all of those things that they tell you to do, hit see all so you can go to star goals. Set up your star goals for things that you really need. And I'm going back to revamp mines also. Let people know what they're going to be sending stars for. Mariella said, Dominique, I just started partnering with a small local business. I'm starting with good friends account. Do I think what? I think that is a great opportunity. Depending on what type of product they're sending you to advertise, what is it that you're going to charge for? And have you looked at your analytics to see what your traffic is? She said $25 a week for 3 reels posts and is a good start. I'm going to charge $50 a week after 3 months. I think that's great to start, Mariella. Have you looked at your analytics? I will tell you, and everybody on this podcast, with my network of all the accounts that I am social media manager over, also with my my own projects and the groups, I have a network of 30,000 reach. And that is amazing. And you need to know that and have an Excel spreadsheet set up so you can show them on a month-to-month basis what your reach is on Meta's platform. And that's just on Facebook. On Instagram, I still have to do the numbers because I'm doing it for the beginning of April versus how we end April. And exactly how we'll begin May and end May. I'm trying to make sure that I set up those spreadsheets monthly just to track the growth on my own. Yes, I have almost 5,000 reach with all my accounts. That's great to know. Once you know what your reach is with all your accounts, including any groups that you own, that is so important so you can let your partnership, whoever you collab with, know what your network is working with. That is so important. Now, Also, if you're creating content on Meta's platform, if you're going live and you have your desktop or laptop set up and you go in there and you look at your analytics, right? What are you doing with that footage now? What are you going to do with it? I will tell you from my experience, we have 2 YouTube channels, okay? Actually, we have 3 because my husband has his own. And what I do, I'm so proud on our first YouTube channel, our first, our actual first baby, like Welcome to the Nash House was our first baby, okay? That channel is now sitting at 1,050 subscribers. We are really close to reaching watch hours for shorts and long form videos. Really proud of that. Did I add all my accounts to figure out these numbers? Do you, Keisha? So I did my spreadsheet, and basically the spreadsheet shows I have it set up with all the accounts that I manage. I have the follower accounts for each one of those accounts. And then what I do is I set up a second spreadsheet and look at all of the groups that are attached to each account and what their membership is looking like. I go and look at the analytics to see how our engagement is growing in each group, how everything is moving. All of that is very important for you to be able to pitch. Oh, thank you, Angela. Thank you so much. I'm so proud of that achievement because if you don't know, and I talk about this a lot, so we're going to revisit this. I am a mother of 4 beautiful children, and I'm a wife, and I am a person that struggles with postpartum depression. And I've really battled depression most of my life. And when I first had my first child, I did not know that I had depression, and it kind of just kept carrying over and got worse each child. And that last one, I did decide to reach out to get some type of help. We were on lockdown and I really needed it because we had all the kids home and a dog, new baby, everything. And Welcome to the Nash House was born on the premise of me needing to self-help myself. So it is a really big achievement to reach 1,000 subscribers and almost really close with the watch hours to get monetized on YouTube, because YouTube is the big baby. That's the big bucks. Being monetized on Meta is huge also. So I don't want you guys to think, oh, I don't need Meta. No. Once you can solidify being able to monetize on Meta's platforms, then it makes it so much easier for you to be monetized on the big dog, which is YouTube. Okay. Once you have to use all of them for what they are. These are your digital storefronts. That is what I do. If you ever need anyone to walk you through setting up your analytics, making sure that each page has the Holy Trinity, if you need an Excel spreadsheet done, if you need a graphic design, a web design, a social media manager, that is what I do. I am all about digital branding. Just reach out to me on my Welcome to the Nash House page and schedule to book an appointment, and I can get with you. That is what I do. I build brands and build a digital storefront for everybody and tell you how to maneuver around. Most of you guys who are on here are probably some of my clients, especially Angela. You know, her next step, she has a fitness page. She has a fashion page. Her next step is to make sure that she has that same presence on other platforms like YouTube. You know, I recommend for everybody to make sure that everything loops back around so your business is robust and you will be able to solidify yourself as that strategy content creator. We can't just be content creators. You got to be a strategy content creator, because everybody will jump on the train and think that it's just so easy. Oh, I just need to dance. No, this job is not easy. It is not made for the faint. Some days I'm not in the best of mood because I figured that reel that I worked on for 3 weeks to come up with the concept, write out the content, a script, come up with different angles. I would shoot for an entire day to have different angles of the footage, edit my footage, come up with transition screens. All of that should have went viral, and I should be famous right now. Okay. And then when that doesn't happen, yeah, I'm upset. I don't know about y'all, but I get upset. I'll be like, that one should have hit, but then I'll do a remix and absolutely do nothing, and then that one goes viral. That's the type of business we in, okay? I just want y'all to know that is the type of business that we're in. Let me see. We have a comment here that I missed. I'm sorry, y'all. Mariella said, thank you so much for your input. I really appreciate it. I want to be fair with pricing. I think that if it's your first time partnering with that brand or that company and they are a starter up, a lot of small businesses don't have a lot of expendable funds because especially if they just bought a building or had one built. Listen, or they're leasing it. It is very expensive. I've been on the end of that also, and helped a major company have more of a digital footprint and used Google and used Meta, Facebook, Instagram. The Holy Trinity wasn't a thing back then. It was just Facebook, Instagram. I was able to do that, but you have to understand when it's time for you to increase your prices, you have to do something that will make them want to spend that money. Are you really bringing enough traffic to their business? Are you actually utilizing the features that you have on Meta's platform to make sure that you're able to move about properly, and get them the attention that they really truly deserve? I will tell each and every one of you, if you ever need a platform to come on, I'm always looking for people to interview on my podcast. Come on up here with me on Tuesdays and plug your business. I do not mind that at all. We have that capability because this is something that all of us need in order for us to build our brands and build our business up properly. Don't ever hesitate to reach out to me and say, hey, I would like to be a guest on your podcast on Tuesday. We can schedule it and set it up. But I think that, Mariella, what you have going on with that new partnership is going to elevate not only you, but their business in a great way. I'm super excited for you. Congratulations, by the way. Let's give her a round of applause. Woo! All right. Now, for my people over here on Instagram, I'm going to jump off because there is some other stuff that I really want to share with my community. And if you guys want to keep watching, make sure that you come over here on our Facebook page. See you in a minute. Now, do you guys, I will ask because my next thing is trying to make sure that we are all connected on both platforms. Do you guys utilize Instagram at all? Oh, you're so welcome, Mariella. You're so welcome. Are you utilizing Instagram? Let me know in the comments. I will tell you, if you are not, you are missing out on a key attribute to your business. Excuse me. I think that what I'm going to set up in the future, because a lot of people don't like using Instagram because they feel like they don't have support. So what I'm creating on Instagram is a group. I know you didn't know we had capabilities to do groups, right? Yes. They also are coming out with Instagram channels, which I feel like is a direct competition with YouTube. But it's interesting to me that we have that capability. Some of us are not invited to do it yet. So just remember that if you don't see it. But some people have that flexibility to have that reach. Okay, so I have 2 yeses from Keisha, a yes from Angela. Mariella said, not yet. I need to get on that. I have a page and followers, but don't really know how to use it. All right, so I know you guys are so tired of hearing this, but I want to remind you. So I spent 6 months in a free scholarship program led by Meta Elevate and Meta Blueprint to learn how to properly use Instagram, Facebook, and WhatsApp. I still go to classes to understand more about WhatsApp, because the WhatsApp that we have on our phone and the WhatsApp for business is completely different. And WhatsApp is its own platform, which is coming up to really compete with what we're doing on YouTube and things like that. So it's its own platform too. Once I learned for 6 months and studied how to use these platforms, I started to practice it, i.e. why I have so many accounts. I am a person that I need to apply the knowledge in order to retain it. I hope that makes sense. So I had to create different accounts and open up the back office to understand what it is that I was doing. Mariella, I would really love to get with you on a one-on-one and take a look and see how you have things linked up, especially with you beginning your partnership. I want to make sure that if you're going to have your page solidified, you need all three, the Holy Trinity, in order for it to be robust enough for it to be seen. Hi, Gigi. She said, I'm new here. Plus, I'm old school. I don't know what the heck is going on. I'm trying. Gigi, that is no problem. We all were new to something at some point. But welcome, because being here on the podcast means that you take your business and your brand very seriously. So welcome, welcome, welcome. Ask any questions that come to mind. I will try to answer them as much as I can if it doesn't scroll too fast and I miss it. But I will do what I can and make sure that I help you. Yeah, please reach out to me, Mariella. I want to make sure that, you have everything to where, because you're going to be charging them, you want to make sure that you are set up completely properly so it can be robust. Now, how many of you guys use Ads Manager to showcase what it is that you really want the masses to see on this platform? Let me know in the chat. I will tell you, using Ads Manager, it stops you from getting in those restricted modes because you don't have to work your account so hard trying to share everything out. And when you decide to use Ads Manager, not only are you advertising on Facebook, it's going to advertise on Instagram as well, and really give you an audience that truly might be your support system, that truly will support you. I know everybody, because y'all see it, I see it, even when I comment, I get those people that say, count me in, follow for follow. That does not work if they are not truly supporting what you have going on. So I like to spend $5, $10 using Ads Manager for them to actually find me my tribe. Find me the people who are truly going to support my projects. Find me the people who really are more than likely to go visit a website that I'm promoting. I will tell you guys, I design shirts. So you should see my link tree. And if you are a strategy content creator, influencer, and you don't have a link tree, you're doing yourself a disservice. You need one. You need a link tree and you need a LinkedIn. Okay. My link tree not only gives you all of my social platforms, and I try to update it monthly because for some reason my brain says, let's start a new project almost every other month. Don't know why, but it does it. Okay. But I try to update it once a month, and it really gives more information on not only how to contact me, my projects that I have going on, but it also gives you insight on partnerships and my own website. I design shirts, tumblers, mugs, hoodies, anything. If you guys ever need that for your branding, let me know. You can send me any type of design that you want. If you don't have your own setup, I can design it for you. If you want hoodies, water tumblers, coffee mugs, book bags, caps, aprons, mouse pads. I mean, the works. I have that system. ADHD brain. I'm going to have functioning one, so I get it. You hear me? I get it. It's like my brain says, squirrel. But anywho, if you don't have that link tree set up, it makes it difficult for you to move about like you need to. We are constantly in the demand because a lot of people ignore major brands at times because brands try too hard to get their attention. But some of us have an organic being about us, so we're able to really connect with people. And some people trust us more than they trust the brand. So I would prefer to go through partnerships and make sure that they are legit first. Like I tried to do my due diligence with Fashionnova, but that's going to happen. I mean, I'm not the first person that gets scammed. I'm not the last, but I will make sure that nobody else that knows me gets done that way either. That's why I shared the information with you guys. But when you have multiple partnerships, you need a link tree to make sure that you're not leaving something out when you're trying to advertise for your tribe to support your new project. So it's much easier to have it on one site, and people can subscribe to your link tree as well. If you want it fancy, then you can pay for it. Mine's is not fancy. It might look a little fancy, but it's not. It's like a generic, because all of this stuff is an investment. It's $4.99 for like the main things to do. If you want to spend more, that's up to you, but they do have a free version. I always preach about using the free services first, so you can see if that's something that you really truly want to invest in. But when you are a strategy content creator and influencer, and you have a business and you are building a brand, you need to make sure that you are not only on one platform, but bring them to the platform that you work the most. That's what I do. That's exactly what I do. I love Meta's platform, and I'm just going to be honest with you. Why? I set up Arts and Styles by Domi 8 years ago. And this was back when you had a page, you had to pay for it. Okay, this page was free. I couldn't reach anybody because I wasn't paying for anything. But then they decided to change their rules, and I had more space to move about and get clientele and spend $5 or $10 to promote myself whenever I would be out and about at events. This platform is what I like to call a business venture. Everybody, my husband and I went to a pop-up shop in our local state. I'm in St. Louis, by the way, in St. Louis, Missouri. There was a pop-up shop with a lot of different vendors. I mean, there was over 150 vendors. Each and everybody that I interviewed had a Facebook business page, and it showed me the importance of it. So if you are operating out of your profile, that's great. But I think that it's important to have a business presence also, like a separate entity, as setting up a business page, even if it's a creator page. I think that is a necessary, because it will give you some tools that you don't have on your profile. Now, if you don't know the difference between a profile and a page, so a profile is what people join Facebook with to connect with friends and family. And if you decide that you want to boost up your presence by turning on professional mode, you will be able to get, you'll be able to get a little bit of the back office. So you'll be able to see your analytics, how far your reach is, what posts are doing what. You also will be able to see a tab that says monetization, which is if your page is public, because you need your page to be public in order to turn on professional dashboard. If your page is public, then you will be able to see things like stars being offered to you. If you are generating enough traffic, then they will offer to put ads at the bottom of your reels. And that's not to be confused with in-stream ads. That is something completely different from people who are live a lot. So those are two different things. But there's multiple ways for you to be compensated on Meta's platform. I just want you guys to feel empowered by that, because it is possible. But if you are not positioning yourself to really have your profile to be seen, and then you start to overthink, like, I share my kids on here, I really don't want random people to be on here when I'm trying to advertise a product, then maybe you need to set up a separate business page. And a page, it looks like a profile, and I like that they did that, because people can't. So before, being a content creator was a thing. If you tried to go into groups and you were on your business page, they would isolate you and not allow you to be able to move about. Now that our pages have the capability to look like profiles, it gives us more room to be able to connect with our fans, our supporters. So if you need help with that, just let me know. Inbox me and I'll get you started. It is so important to use Meta Business Suites when you have separate presence on Meta's platform. So have you guys downloaded Meta Business Suites yet on your phone? I want to see how many of you guys have. So I hear a lot, especially for my clients, That's just a lot to manage. I will tell you this, you can schedule things. If you like managing your profile more, but you have business presence, you can schedule regular posts. You can schedule photos. You can schedule everything. They even give you a calendar for the entire year to let you know each and every like finagle holiday comes up. It's National Coffee Mug Day. All of that is on there. I mean, National Water Bottle Day. Like all of the holidays are on there, so it kind of gives you a leg up. I mean, then if it's properly connected with Instagram, okay, it will allow you to know all of the trending hashtags that are going on. I mean, like, do y'all got Metal Business Suites? I will tell you, if you don't have a business page, you're not going to be able to utilize Better Business Suites. So they kind of go hand in hand. You know, I'm here to not make y'all feel like, oh, I dropped the ball. No, I'm here to empower you because there is so much that you probably don't know, and I want to help you to know it. That's why I do this podcast. I can't like be on here for 2 hours to tell you everything, because that's gonna be like brain overload. Some things I forget because it doesn't come back to my thought process until I have to use it. But there are so many different things that we have the capability to do. You need the business suites, Keisha. Oh my God, girl. Now, what? I love my business suites, and also business suites on the computer. When you get on it on a computer, you are, girl, it's mind blowing. You are able to see so much more that you can do. Also, if you go live and you're trying to play regular artist music and then your live gets taken down, they have a sound collection that is approved music that you can play when you're live. I see a lot of people going live and they try to play it in the background, but then they live get taken down and they're like, I said I didn't have the rights to the music. Well, you don't have to say that at all. You just use the sound collection and move about your day. You hear me? You ain't got to say that at all. They also have different opportunities for you to try different things that they're trying out, like beta testers. Maybe you might want to be the profile that has something different that everybody else doesn't have. I mean, the possibilities are endless. Just saying. I'm just saying. I'm doing all of this through Meta Business Suites right now. So if you're seeing this, I'm using my encoder because I am a gamer. And when we stream our games, which if you are in a relationship, me and my husband have date nights on Thursdays at 9 p.m. We have a podcast. It's called Gaming at the Nash House, the podcast. We come on here. We talk relationship stuff. We talk about all different things that we're interested in. You're more than welcome to join us so you can see. But I'm using my encoder to make this live on here look like it should. I'm not using my phone. I'm on my computer. You're able to do so much more. The sound collection is on here. I'm gonna play some music. Now, this is my favorite song, y'all. Don't judge me. I like this song.
Yes. I think I like it.
That's my jam. But they have approved music. They have a whole library of different genres. They have hip hop. They have calm. They have Indian. They have independent artists that have solidified a deal with them to allow us to use the music library when we're live. Now, if you say to me, well, Dominique, I was at a public place and they were playing music and my live got taken down, that means you can't do a live there. That's where Reels come into play. If you have a business presence and you don't use Reels, you're doing yourself a major disservice, because Reels don't just circulate to the people that you know. Reels goes through the entire system, especially if you have your Instagram set up to share your reel across profiles. That means that you upload your reel on Instagram, it automatically pops up on Facebook. When you do that, you're opening up your account to be discovered by so many people, and it's recommended. I'm just saying. I'm just saying, but you need to make sure that you keep your reels under 15 seconds or less, because people's attention span is getting shorter and shorter by the minute. Like if, how many of you guys have went into your professional dashboard and looked at your performance? When you click on performance, you want to go to top content and see all. You could pull the drop down box to either give you your analytics for 28 days, 7 days, 14 days, or the exact day that you're on. I would say today. If you go to that tab, it's going to show you different categories, right? If you go to Reels, it will tell you how long people actually viewed your reel, the average amount of people. And some of that is not even over 2 seconds. People's attention span is getting shorter. So making long reels probably ain't helping your business. But making them 15 seconds or less might really do you the trick, because then you'll be able to get more people to view it, because people's attention span is short. And by the time they didn't realize that it's over, they're going to want to watch it again and say, oh, what was that? Now you just had them to watch it 3 times to really give your business a boost. And then be the first comment on your reel. Let them know if you're showing like a product or a service. Let them know how to book with you in the comments. Let them know how to actually purchase a product on your website through the comments. I like to, especially like today, I was promoting being on here. When I did a reel for Monetize with Meta, I went on ahead. The first comment that was there was the scheduled live. I wanted people to know that they could click on it and register so they don't miss it when I'm live and they have to watch the replay. And then you can't ask me no questions in real time. I do go back to answer questions, but I'm a mom of 4. I'm just being honest. Sometimes I have to sit my phone down because my kids are standing around me in a circle saying, Mom, 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 Mom. And I'm like, okay, y'all want attention. So what is it? I just had to say that out loud. Now, last week we did also talk about content creation jobs. Now, if you're in the market to actually partner with brands to try to solidify yourself as a content creator and get paid for it, they are hiring on LinkedIn. If you don't have your profile actually established as a content creator on LinkedIn, you're really doing yourself a disservice, especially if you were a part of getting monetization on this platform. I don't know if y'all know this, but if Facebook pays you for anything, you guys actually partner with Meta already. So it would be important for you to add that to your resume of experience to be hired for another company. Now, I had to be honest with myself. Can I fly to LA, New York, and Miami 3 times a week? No, I can't. So some of those jobs are not for me. I need to be remote. I need to be able to be home for my kids. That's why I don't work at a regular 9 to 5. I actually enjoy doing all of this with you guys and helping people establish their digital footprint and all of that on purpose, because it's something that I'm able to stay home and be there for my kids for. But if your situation is different, they are hiring. When I tell you $100,000 as far as the salary, younger me would have jumped all over there, y'all. I'm just saying. I just had to laugh. Younger me would have jumped all over that, because the opportunity to be able to partner with major brands, and I'm talking about companies that you guys are used to, Procter and Gamble. Those are the ones that make Dawn dish soap. They make all type of stuff. They are hiring for digital strategists. There was another one that was really major on there on LinkedIn. I forgot the name of the company. No, it was actually TikTok was hiring, which was a surprise to me, because they've been banned in Montana. I don't know if y'all seen the news. In Montana, they actually went through banning TikTok. They can't be on nobody's devices in that state. So I was surprised to see that they were still hiring for people to run ads for them and do things like that, but they are hiring on LinkedIn. There are some companies that, like Coca-Cola, are hiring. There are some smaller companies that are advertisement firms that are hiring, but a lot of them want you to be able to fly out to LA, to New York, at least 3 times a week, and then you work at home for the rest of the week. So the hiring opportunities are there, but have you put together your resume? Have you put together your spreadsheets so you can know what your reach is on this platform, and not just Facebook, but just Meta? And if you, Meta is Facebook, Instagram, WhatsApp. Okay. So what is your reach? You need to be able to show these people your actual reach. I have to add in our YouTube channel reach. We are doing really good on the first YouTube channel. Like, consistently, we're sitting at 65K as far as our reach. That is great. That is great because companies are looking for an authentic voice to be able to partner with. Really think about where it is that you really want to take your next steps. Write it down. Get you a content calendar. That way you can organize what you are doing. I have one up on my wall. It's a dry erase board that I got for Christmas. I asked my husband for it. And every day of the week is up there. And I write out when I get up that morning, not only what project I'm working on, but also what I'm looking to probably complete next. That way I can stay on task, because being in this business, especially because you are your business, you are your brand, your brain is going to go to the next project constantly. You're like, oh, wait a minute, I didn't do this. Oh, I got to check that notification. So having a content calendar to keep you focused and organized is key. I mean, it's legit. So get you a content calendar. If you need one, we sent out some free digital ones from our last intensive workshop that we did. Inbox me. I can send you out another one, or you can inbox Nicole. She is in the air right now because I saw that they were having some flight delays in the air. I think one of the companies had to actually lower their planes. So that's a lot that's going on. We wish her well. We love you, Nicole. Hopefully you're taking care when she gets to watch the replay of this. But reach out to us. We'll be more than happy to email you a content calendar so you can focus on what it is that you're doing. That is going to be key. Trying to just pull out your phone and record flowers, that ain't going to suffice, because you started this venture. I know it was great that the Reels Play program was a thing, but now that you have this reach, and look at your analytics, see what your reach is. See how far you can reach people, because they tell you those on purpose. How does your reach look? If you are sitting at more than 65K, you have something that you could truly pitch to brands to collaborate with you. So you can get paid for creating a reel or two. You can get paid for posting them in your stories. You can get paid for all the things that you want to do to move your brand further along. Okay? I know that was a lot of information, but you guys got this. I'm proud that you are invested in your business and in your brand. All right. Now I'm going to go ahead and let us have the last couple of minutes, because we're almost to the top of the hour. We have a couple of minutes before we go. Does anybody have any other questions for me? Just type it in the chat and I'll answer it as soon as I see it. If you really do need like one-on-one help, I am available. My appointments for small businesses are very reasonable. If you need a 30-minute appointment, inbox me. If you need an hour appointment, inbox me. If you need more than that, inbox me so I can make sure that I have the time to really give. But it's going to be very vital for you to really figure out how you want your voice to sound and your brand to look on this platform. Now, I didn't see any more questions. I'm going to go ahead and sign off. It is your girl, Dominique Nash. Thank you so much for being here for Monetize with Meta, the podcast. I'll see you later next Tuesday.
Yes. Yes. tickling in the same place, trying to get my head on straight. You're even farther than yesterday. I don't wanna fake this, but I can't seem to shake this, no. Cause you don't look at me the same. I can't seem to break through. Tell me how to make it true, cause I've given everything for you. You only love what is brand new. Now I'm just a game for you. There's no fight left in you anymore. You don't feel it anymore, though I keep begging you for more. You don't feel it anymore, anymore. Trying to keep the spark alive, but I know well they'd already died. Cause you don't even seem to try. You never seem to try. I thought we were endless, but now I won't forget this, no. It's been a long time since you're mine. I can't seem to break through. Tell me how to make it true, cause I've given everything for you.